This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDs, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC divisional round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT tape.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those
under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that
let's not go through another game of this shit, bro. Like, I know all my receivers are better than these DBs. Why are they pressing them at the line like they like that?
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Hines is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Whoa.
Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Damn, man, they don't fuck with him today, bro.
But I like the way his
Why he's not holding that block?
Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I know
Like, look, my fucking left guard looked right at him and ran up the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Jesus Christ.
Again, it's Mixon.
Quick in, bro.
He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And now off to the races, down the right side. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson.
That's one thing I like about that Madden.
Tied at 7.
T. Higgins would have dropped that shit last year.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21. So a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen got it.
Well, my friend, this is certainly...
Bro, why'd you throw that? Please tell me why you threw that.
Here in the first quarter, neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and
touchdown Bengals! Irv Smith Jr., a 16-yard touchdown, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. out of the end zone. Here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Allen running right on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now Allen. Open man is Diggs. He's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And the Bills' first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 28 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level.
His kick is good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, They run, they hit. What a nice team.
3rd and 5.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he is going to have a big
Wow, that's what he
first
threw it
down.
to.
He needed 5.
I guess
He
I hit
got
the
it
wrong
barely,
button.
as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
On 2. 11.
Mixon will try the right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, it's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Draw play. This is Hines. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback. And once they create some space and you get past them, you usually have a long way to go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them maybe even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They run with Hines. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Why they make me click into the safety?
First down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. This is Hines. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Burrow. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Okay.
2nd and 20.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Yoshibas. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, with the problems they've had getting rid of football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now he's loose down the left sideline and down to the 28-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down and 6 now. Mixon running wide side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. McPherson's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Allen now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Nice.
Get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Gun. Stop. 12.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points. There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow looking to pass. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Oliver, the former 9th overall pick back in 2019. 2.5 sacks last season. They want to see flashes like the play we just saw turn into consistent production.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And this returnable for Hines. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you
what?
Both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 52 yards. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 24 yards. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start. And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Mixon hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big
damn, we dragging safety to the past the linebackers and shit. Like, what the fuck? That's some bullshit.
None of them are going to work. At the 1 yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
They begin the drive with Hines. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 9-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 177 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. 23 yards the pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 79 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hines, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up